Welcome to the Hakko booth here at INTERNEPCON Japan. I'm joined by Fujiwara-san, who works in the research and development part of Hakko, and he's here to tell us today about some of the new products that they're showing here at the show. So if we can start, Fujiwara-san, with some of the desoldering systems you have here, can you tell us a bit about this unit here?
Well, Trevor, this new desoldering station, it's a new product that's released. Our previous model, the heater power was 50 watts, but this new model has been upgraded to almost triple the power, 140 watts, making performance that much greater, enabling easy desoldering and easy suction of the solder, easy melt.
So that's not going to cause any damage to the board having that power level there?
No. The damage, you can obviously control the temperature with the digital display here, so you can set it to 350 degrees or 500 degrees if you wish, but you can go from 330 to 480, I believe.
So and it's got a fairly unique feature to it that it starts to bring in like a solder scavenger a couple of seconds after you actually reflow the component.
Right. What you're talking about, I believe, is this unit here. Same with this unit, but once you pull the trigger, it activates the vacuum pump inside. But what we've done is we put a delay on the vacuum pump system, where and you let go of the trigger, the vacuum still enables for about 1 to 2 seconds, enabling the solder to completely move through the heater core system. That way, we don't want to say that it completely eliminates the clogging, but compared to our previous models, it has alleviated a lot of the clogging that's going on with the desoldering units.
Okay, excellent. Okay. Now we've also got a new filtration system here, and this has got a unique feature to it in that it's got multiple layers of filtration to protect the basic layer of filtration. Can you explain to our viewers how that works?
Sure. We have a previous model called the FA430. This model is called the FA431. What this unit is it's built more for automated robotic systems where customers intake extreme amounts of fume. So what we've done is we put in multiple layers, like you said, of filtration system. There's obviously one filter on the nozzle area, okay, and there's also a main filter, and on top of that there's two pre-filters which can be added. That way there's that much protection going on before it reaches the main filter.
Right. Okay. So what is the net result of that? I mean, how much extra life are you getting out of the main filter?
By changing that filtration system compared to our previous model, about 10 times as much lifespan.
That's a considerable saving, because I'm assuming that the majority of the cost is in the main filter.
That 10 times more life will result in that much savings for our customers, which we're hoping help the customers out a little bit.
Excellent. Okay. So if we can just take a walk now around to the other side of the booth, I want to have a look at a static control system you've got. So Fujiwara-san, we're standing here in front of a static control measurement system for your shoes. Now, as devices get smaller, of course, the levels of static electricity become more important. Can you explain a little bit to our viewers how this works?
What this is our previous model was a 441B. That was only measured both feet at one time. But what this main difference unit here is, as you can see on the bottom, you can measure 2 feet individually. That's the main difference, allowing you to see each foot individually. You can also control the range of the measurement with a dip switch on the side. And there's also a feature where you can outport, where you could connect it to some kind of a built machine here, where you test it. If the result is okay, then you can connect it to some kind of external system.
Opens the gate. Okay, so of course, you could have one shoe that's not correctly earthed.
That's not correct.
So you've got 2 independent shoe measurements here, a different range, and of course it can be connected to a gate that lets the person a door into the factory. So it's a pretty neat system. So that's new here at the show.
Yes, sir.
Great. So let's move over. One final area I want to have a look at, and that's a rework system that you've got over at the other side of the booth.
Yes.
So Fujiwara-san, here we are in front of your FR811 rework system. This is a brand new rework system with a range of features to it. So maybe it's just as easy for you to talk us through some of the main features in this piece of equipment.
Sure. The main difference with this unit is you can do simple BGA rework at a reasonable price. This is the main unit that you see here. Temperature controls from 500 to 600 degrees C. Airflow from 0% to 100%. Great amount of airflow. You can obviously connect it to a set of accessories like you see here, and you can do BGA rework. You can also connect it to a personal computer and control everything that you see here from the laptop or computer that you have connected to. The preheater also connected to the main unit and is all controlled through that as well.
I see you have a couple of thermocouples here measuring the component and I think it's the underside of the underside heater.
That's right. We have one thermocouple outlet that is meant for the component and another one that is measuring the bottom heater. So, plus you have a sensor in the top heater. With those three sensors, as I call it, you're able to precisely see what temperature the component is heating, and it kind of lessens the damage on the board as well as the component.
Okay, excellent. And inside the unit itself here, we have a little indicator that tells you when the component has been picked up by the sucker at the bottom.
That's right. There's a vacuum pickup inside the nozzle, as you can see here, and this is a little playful mind thing we thought up of. Once the vacuum picks up, you can see with this yellow indicator slightly when the component is lifted, so you don't have to kind of crouch down and look at when the component is. You could just simply see with this yellow indicator.
So you have a full range of nozzles to be able to handle any size of device. What's the maximum board size on this unit?
The maximum board size, I believe, was 200 by 400 millimeters square. And as you mentioned, we have a variety of nozzle sizes, as you see here.
Okay. Well, Fujiwara-san, I want to say thank you very much for showing us all the new releases here at Hakko. There's quite a lot of them. So I'm guessing if our viewers want to see any more, they can visit the website. So thank you for joining us today.